the community services meeting.
Turn on your mic.
Oops.
Sorry.
Where we at?
Number 1, circle 1.
The community services meeting for March 21st, 2023 will come to order. We need a roll call.
Ms. Weber,
Present.
Mr. Smith,
Present.
Ms. Polk,
Present.
Mr. Tholen, Ms. Parker, Mr. Swanson, Mr. Kirkstrom, Ms. Foster, Ms. Andrade, Ms. Monday, Ms. Rittman-Agemi,
Present.
Mr. Wheeler,
Present.
Mr. Alexander Hildebrand.
Present.
We do not have a quorum in the room.
Okay. I don't have any requests for public comment. Is there any public comment? There's no public comment. So, what about the approval of the minutes?
Can't do anything, so that'll be carried over.
Okay, well, next on the agenda is, we can't do Wes.
We can't amend the agenda, so if Dan has something to say.
Okay. Okay, next on the agenda is Dan Hendrickson.
We'll carry all the reports over the full board.
Okay, everything will be carried over to full board. Thank you, sir. Next would be the assessor's office, Eric Blair.
Good morning. I just have a few things to report on this morning. I just wanted to let the committee know that the Department of Revenue sent us the detailed sales list for 2022, which is really what that is it's a full list of all of the sales that qualify for the sales ratio study. And then what we do, we have an opportunity to reconcile that with what we had in our system, so we went ahead and did that. I use this as a training opportunity and a learning tool for the person who does the sales in the department, and I do have a new person doing that. She's only been with the department for a little under a year, and this is her first opportunity to do that. She did a really wonderful job of working through that. We reported that back to the Department of Revenue yesterday. Our deadline was today, so we wanted to stay ahead of that deadline and just keep it in front of us. Now the Department of Revenue, the next step is for them to certify the sales ratio study back to us in a final way so that it's all closed out for the year. So that was one thing, and the other thing I was going to mention is that the clerk's office has just started extension yesterday, and before we did, they did that, we did get all of the 2022 homestead exemptions entered into the system, and that helps to make sure that the tax rates are as accurate as possible. So the only other thing that we're kind of waiting on in the next month or two, the biggest thing is making sure that we maintain all of the ownership of record for tax bill mailing purposes. As the treasurer gets ready to print tax bills, we want to make sure that all the tax bills are going to the right places, and we're going to make sure that we do that by the end of April so that that's all taken care of. With that, I'll entertain any questions, please.
No questions.
All right. Have a great month, folks.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, the recorder's office.
I have nothing other than my report.
Thank you. Have a great day.
I have a question or a comment, please.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would just like to thank Lori. I was able to go into the recorder's office a couple of weeks ago and just want to compliment how organized it is, and the books look beautiful, and I was so happy to see that room the way it is. So Lori and her staff did a great job. I just want to compliment her on that.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Next on the agenda, animal control. Nothing from animal control. Moving right along to animal welfare advisory.
I do have something. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have flyers, and the state's attorney's office and the Animal Control and AWAC, Animal Welfare Advisory Committee, will be hosting an Animal Welfare Conference 23 on Thursday, April 13th. And it will be out at KCC, and it's for all animal lovers, shelters, anyone who works like at animal control, or just concerned citizens, law enforcement, anyone. There was one held a couple of years ago before COVID, and we're actually able now to move forward, and we're excited. We do have a guest speaker by the name of Jane McBride. She's founder and principal of the Illinois Humane, an organization focused on cruelty and neglect investigations of companion animals and rehabilitations. She'll be our guest speaker, and we will have others there, especially for domestic violence, for animals that will help there. So I encourage everyone to come out and join in. You can register by going to the state's attorney's website. There is a place where you can get registered to attend. If you need any other information, you can call Chris at the state's attorney's office, and he'll be glad, or contact me. We're excited to be able to do this, to bring everyone together, good information to be shared among all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Is there any new business? Is there any old business? Okay, we need a motion to adjourn.
Can't do it
Oh, why?
because we don't have a quorum to vote, so we just have to end the meeting. Everybody have a great day.
Oh, yeah,
So close it out, maybe.
all right. Thank you, everyone.